Welcome back to the Asylum. I'm KANE.
I'm JASEAN.
And we are the Arkham Inmates. And today we have a brand new tier list video. And today we're having something a little bit special. We're going a little bit off of the books of this one. We are going to be tier listing for all of the Speedsters. So anybody that runs super fast or speed of light or, you know, kind of like Quicksilver, the Flash, like those types of powers, Speedster powers, which DC has a lot. Marvel has a good amount too. The only main ones is like Quicksilver or the girl from Eternals, I forgot her name, but there's a lot of people that are fast, like Superman or like, you know, Omni-Man, people like that are fast, but they're not speedsters. It's not a running thing. They're flying, they're moving. So we have a lot of characters here. There are a lot of characters in the question mark. These are just characters that we are like, this is like these, we either don't know them or it's just too stupid. Like Muscle Man, any of the cars from, you know, that. We do have Lightning McQueen down here for the meme, but all the rest of these are just, you know, jokes. So we got a good lineup here, and we're going to get right into the video, and we're just going to see who, not really who's the fastest, but who's the best overall speedster, the use of their powers, all of that stuff. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we are going to get right into it. We're going to go ahead and start it off. So for the first pick, we have A-Train, which is from The Boys. If you haven't watched it, you're missing out. Great fucking show. Yeah. He is very fast. Very fast. It shows his speed well.
Go like
iconicness, though, nowadays, he's up there.
Like, I feel like in terms of speed, he'd be a C, but when you take iconicness into it, it bumps him up to a B.
Right. I was thinking more of a C. I was thinking D as in speed.
No,
I mean, he is fast, but like he rarely uses it for like crazy. Like he's not breaking the speed force. He's not going back in time. He's
because he doesn't have access to shit like that. That's mainly a Flash thing when it comes to speed. Going back in time and shit like that. That's a Speed Force thing. That's not like Dash isn't gonna go back in time. You know, one has access to
I feel like Dash could though.
How the fuck he could not?
If they allow it of like the Speed Force. Oh, we're gonna get there. All right. A-Train, you want to do C or B?
I want to go B because his iconicness is just
he's way up there as a speedster, especially live action. One and only the Flash. I think S, no question. I think he's just like the basis of speedsters.
Death Flash or something.
Yeah. So this is like an alternate reality, right, or something like that. Like he's all across all realities. I don't know. I'm not a really Flash guy.
I'm pretty sure he's like B in terms of speed.
You think he's not A? Or you think he's on the same thing as A-Train? I don't really know this character.
Yeah, like I don't really know this character either.
But his iconicness is low because I really don't know him. I know he's in the show for a little bit, but I'm not a big Flash person, so maybe a big Flash fan.
Even in the show, they don't use it like that. They use it as a fucking when people go back in time, they use those as like the guards that come and fucking chase speedsters who are messing with the timeline.
Okay.
And those motherfuckers are fast. Let's just go A.
Roadrunner. Very fast. No.
Nigga, what are you talking
I would say C. He's really fucking fast. Like the cartoons back in the day, sure.
I feel like
I would say him was same thing with Speedy Gonzalez.
I feel like if you're not breaking the speed of light, you're fucking D.
Really?
What the fuck? Speed?
So you think C is still breaking the speed of light?
Damn near, or breaking the speed of light.
So does A-Train?
I think
A-Train breaks the speed of light.
Yeah.
I think Roadrunner. I think he breaks the speed of light. I think he's C. I don't think D.
About?
D is like the worst one out of this. Like when we get to Lightning McQueen, he's gonna be D. I think Roadrunner's faster than Lightning. I think he's D. And iconicness, the Roadrunner, that was up there. That's kind of the first big speedster next to Flash of like cartoons of growing up with the kids. I think C. I think you're going a little too hard with it.
Alright, fine, because of iconicness.
Yes. C. Dash. Now, you're right about breaking the speed force. He does break the speed of light.
You also gotta
but
keep in mind,
Speed Force, he is super iconic.
You have to also keep in mind, he's like fucking 8. He's
yeah. So when he grows
10.
up,
but
his powers are gonna get better.
But we can't decide on that. We can only base things on what we see.
I know, but I'm just saying, already being a child and that fucking fast.
Yeah, so that's all.
I think S tier.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
He is one of the most iconic speedsters next to Flash. Everyone grew up with the Incredibles.
I know, but you have to keep speed just because you're
I'm
iconic.
saying, okay,
he could be around. I could give him a B. He's not.
Hell no, he's up in A then.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
His speed is fast. He's faster than A-Train.
No, the fuck he's not. Dash, spring speed, estimates between 200 and 1300. Alright?
How much does it fastest at A-Train?
Yeah, he's going fucking Mach 1.
I'll give you B for Dash. I'll put him with A-Train. He ain't going C.
That's all I'm asking.
But I'm
for.
saying, like, I just want to know. I feel like I think Dash is faster than Flash. I mean, holy shit, A-Train? Dash is faster than A-Train.
You're out of your fucking mind. He's a grown ass man. That was a child, and he just started using his powers like that. It's not even like he really actually started using or has any training.
I think you're sleeping on Dash. So I think this is
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed. He's like, I think he should be.
I'm guessing A or S.
I'm pretty sure he's A. I'm pretty sure he's fast.
I think he's just not as iconic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's nasty. Like,
That?
Yeah, Bart.
I don't know Bart.
Yeah, Bart's S.
Bart's S?
He's like that. Bart is nasty.
Why?
In terms of speed?
So he's above these guys? I'm talking speed and iconic. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Bart is Barry's grandson.
Okay.
Bart is like that. He's from the future, and he like comes back to the past and shit. Bart is like that. And even you remember in Young Justice.
But his iconicness is not next to Flash, or even these guys. I don't know who that is.
But he's faster than those two.
He's faster than Godspeed.
Yeah,
and this guy.
Yeah, Bart is like that. Bart's nasty.
Okay.
Jay Gary.
So this is the original. I'm gonna say A, maybe B.
I'm okay with either one. I could go because he's not.
I mean, he's iconic. I will say that he's the first Flash.
But he's the slowest Flash.
I think he's above maybe B.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling.
I'd go B.
Okay. Cabal's.
I know nothing about this character, so you go.
I'll put him in A. He's in the same thing where you can't see him when he runs. He's super Flash. It's just a purple haze. Same with Flash. He's super iconic in Mortal Kombat. Obviously not as iconic for other people like you or people that don't know Mortal Kombat, but he's nasty.
So
he's up there.
He's faster than Dash.
100%. Quicksilver, I also think S.
Yeah, because
Quicksilver is
iconic.
they just never have him do anything where he needs to do anything like that. But
when you think of Marvel and
just
Speedster,
Flash, yeah,
you think of
Flash and Quicksilver is the same. Yeah, Quicksilver is just S. Plus, he's the son of the most powerful mutant, Magneto. SpongeBob,
has to be S. He's so iconic.
He is iconic.
I'm kidding.
I think he's
D. What do you
mean D? He was super. You gotta go with the joke. You remember when he was like, "You want to see me run to that rock and back? You want to see me do it again?" It's kind of, you never see him do it because he's that fast. So look it up. Google it. How fast is SpongeBob?
We can look that up. I know what you're talking about.
I think he's up there on C. I think even though it's one off episode. How fast is SpongeBob in that episode?
524 miles. Someone actually did the math. He traveled 308 inches in.
Someone did the math of that episode.
He's 524 miles per hour. He's fast, but he's not that.
That's not that fast compared to Roadrunner then.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put SpongeBob in D. His iconicness, no. I feel like SpongeBob's more iconic than these two, so I'll put him in C.
Dude, what are you talking
We have to put him in C. Iconicness has to bump him up. If you're going to do that for A-Train, and if we're going to do that
I know, but you have to take into something.
Like,
it can't be this silly of like a...
What do you mean?
This is talking about Speedsters. I understand iconicness to a degree, but this is silly. Putting him next to these two just because he ran 500 miles per hour, Kane. You can't disrespect these two just like...
Okay.
We have to take this seriously somehow with Speed.
You said you know this guy?
That's Red Death. That's...
Red Death.
That's Batman and Flash mixed together in the timeline.
Okay.
He's
gotta be nasty then, right?
Yeah, he's like on par a bit with the Flash. It's just different. Like, just put him S. That's Flash.
Reverse Flash.
Professor Zoom.
I think we had to put him S, right?
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, the Flashpoint Paradox is because of him.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah. Shadow. I think Shadow and Sonic. I think both are S. They're super iconic.
I'm not a big Sonic guy.
They're also super fucking fast. Like,
go ahead, pick this.
They've both been. I think without a doubt, there really is no question. I think Shadow is definitely up there because he's kind of better than Sonic in almost every way. But then Sonic also is up there. Yeah, it's just pure iconicness, but also pure speed. It's insane of how fast these guys are. They might be faster than the Flash. I don't know if they've read that in the video games and also in the lore of Sonic. I do not know. It is a debate between that. Speedy Gonzalez. That's also another one. I think he's faster than Roadrunner in Looney Tunes. Speedy Gonzalez is...
He's going fucking C.
Immensely. C?
Yeah.
I think he's up there with B. I think he's iconic as hell of the Looney Tunes characters.
I was gonna put fucking...
Because he's faster than Roadrunner. Because we're going on speed, too. I think Roadrunner's more iconic than Speedy. They're both very iconic, but it's like the Roadrunner's very well known. There's even a car with him on it. But he is faster. We'll keep him in C, though. Wally, New 52.
That's like a... Because New 52 is his silver costume, but his name's like... It's Wallace West, it's Ace West, like when he's black, it's a Wally West. Like, I'm serious. Like when he's black, it's Wallace West or Ace West. He's nasty. He's like...
You think S? Or you think it just A?
A. Put him A.
A?
Yeah,
okay.
He's nasty.
Fair.
That's Wally West.
Original Wally West is going to be S, right?
Yes,
yeah. Ben 10 Accelerate. That motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, they have shown him doing some pretty insane shit.
I could go B.
How fast is he, though? Look that up real quick. How fast is Ben 10 when he's Accelerate?
500 miles per hour.
That's it?
Yeah. That's why I was saying I think like...
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the show shows him going way faster than that.
It's 500. That's what I'm saying.
His iconicness, though. I feel like A. I mean, his speed is...
Yeah, no, we gotta go, because I feel like he's iconic, but not that iconic to where you could show a Joe Schmo. Like, hey, who's this? I don't know, Ben 10 character, maybe? Because they see the watch thing.
I feel like...
I would go C, but...
C?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I feel like B. Like, because Dash... I feel like he's faster than Dash.
Or just
Dash
arguing that
is
he's
like...
fucking faster than him. Like, how you gonna argue that he's faster than A-Train and then start saying, oh, I think he's faster?
Well... A-Train...
He's definitely not faster than A-Train, so arguably he can't be faster than Accelerate, because Accelerate's only going 500 miles per hour.
Alright, so now let's figure this out. So I think we can keep this the same, because a car is definitely going to be the lowest of the lowest. The C tier, I think Ben's got it.
You think Ben's faster than that variant of a Flash?
Well, okay, so Ben never went back in time.
I'm thinking that.
So the Flash has to be first, just because out of speed.
Yeah.
Then Ben. How much did it say the Roadrunner went? Did we look that up?
We didn't. 276 miles per hour.
Yeah, so Accelerate's got his ass, and I think Speedy is faster than Roadrunner. Okay. So I think that's good.
I'm thinking we should go J first. The OG
J's
Flash.
faster than A-Train?
I feel like it. If
really?
anything, they would be close, but I feel like J's got it.
And then A-Train, then Dash?
Yeah.
Now for these,
I think we gotta go.
Who would be the fastest out of all of them?
Well, I can only account for 1, 2, and 3 on the end.
That's
Savitar.
Like Cabal will put at the end for now.
Okay.
You
get the
who's Savitar again?
Death Flash out of there.
Death Flash. You want
towards
the back? Okay. You think Zoom's the fastest out of all them?
No, I think
Godspeed.
I think Godspeed, then Wally.
Really, Wally.
Then Savitar.
Okay.
And then Zoom. And then
Zoom. And then... Now, here's the thing. I know about Cabal. I need to really know about these guys. So what are they clocking in at? They all can go back in time, but so can Cabal. Yeah. So it's like Cabal has the Speed Force thing too. What heals
This
them.
Is just basically a different... Think of the Flash, but faster. Okay. Savitar. This version of Wally had... So in the show, Flash, like Barry, couldn't... They clocked the speed that he was running at, Savitar, and Barry couldn't do it. But in the show, Flash, like that meant Wally could do it, and so they were focusing on training Wally to beat Savitar because he's getting faster than Flash easier.
Right.
So that's why I put him above Savitar because he was.
Okay.
And then.
So what about Zoom?
He was faster than him in season 2.
So you're saying Savitar's faster than Flash in the show? But not comics.
No. From the season 2 standpoint, because he gets faster over time. You know what I mean? Further in the seasons, but on this A tier list, I'm sticking to that. I just don't know what these two guys are. I can't speak on.
I know, but I'm saying like Cabal, like he is in only one video game. He's only in one series. He's in Mortal Kombat. He is extremely fast, and like Google said, there is no number because of how fast.
All I can say is
him to go.
All 4 of those guys had access to Speed Force to go back in time.
So can Cabal.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put Cabal at the end just because of sheer these guys have so much lore and so much information, whereas like they can pick like, oh, how fast does this guy go? How fast does this guy go? And they have quantified it because it's like we have seen so much information data. Whereas Cabal, they can't really put a number on it, but that number could be lower. You know what I mean? We don't know the number, but that number definitely isn't limited. You know? So I think this is good.
Now here's the thing I can't speak on is Sonic and Shadow.
Okay. You said yourself, Wally is the fastest Flash, the fastest Speedster.
He's faster than, I can say wholeheartedly, he's faster than everyone on that list.
Okay. Are we agreeing?
Could we go iconicness first and then talk speed? Because I can't.
Well, I feel like iconicness also got them up here to begin with. Remember, I think last time we were arguing about, like, with Batman, like, iconicness, that's the old Killer Croc funniness that we had, of, like, we got iconicness to put them where they're at, but now this is just sheer of, like, power, speed.
Well, go knock Sonic and Shadow out the way so we can discuss something we both know.
They're here.
They're in the back?
For now. It's just, we got to talk about these guys. So, I will agree with you that Wally, because in the comics, he is a monster. But, are we going to agree
that reverse Flash is a little
Zoom
bit...
is faster than Flash?
Yeah, we can agree with that.
Because I feel like he's just such a menace, and Flash always has to deal with
it. Even if it's by a little bit. And then Flash, and then I go...
I think Quicksilver gets slept on, dude.
I don't think he's faster than Wally's, like... I meant Bart, I'm sorry, Bart is...
I think... Really?
Yeah, Bart's nasty, dude. You remember, Bart was keeping up with fucking Barry, and Young Justice was like something you would know, seen him in when Wally died.
Yeah.
And they were talking, like, even Wally in that version couldn't keep up with them. Like, Bart's nasty like that. But
Quicksilver there's a lot of Quicksilver
but we also,
in comics
even, like, let me say this, even if he is faster, he's going to be lower than him because people would know Quicksilver over him.
Out of the iconicness.
Yes. So
I feel like they did do, like, with this, it has been a debate who's faster, Flash or Quicksilver. And that debate, it's like Flash usually wins. Yeah. And it's because of two main things. It's because they haven't had the Speed Force in Marvel that hasn't really been initiated of him going across, time. But also Quicksilver's cockiness. He's way worse than Barry. But
let's go Quicksilver then.
Like you said though, Bart, whatever his name is, Barton, he's still a kid. You know what I mean? You're doing the same thing with Dash. Dash is a kid, so is Bart. I know you're saying he's nasty, and he's obviously better than Dash, but Dash is a kid, so we can't talk about them at their peak. Quicksilver's at his fucking peak.
But when I say kid, Bart is like 16 years old. That is a real child. That is a fucking...
That looks like an 8-year-old in this picture, though.
No, Bart's...
That's like...
Yeah, that's not Bart's age. Bart in, like, comics and stuff, he's like 16. So you can't compare a 16-year-old to a kid that's like...
So how old is Wally? I thought Wally was like a teenager, like 18.
No, yeah, well, Wally's like 18, 20. That's different. 18 through 20 is different from a 16-year-old. Right? We can agree with that?
Yeah, we can agree. Okay. We can agree that a 16-year-old is very different than an 18-year-old, 100%. Let's move on from that. You think Quicksilver's fine here?
Oh, I was going to put him above.
I'm thinking this.
That's what I said.
I mean, iconicness, but also, you're saying he's nasty, but I feel like Quicksilver gets slept on of just sheer speed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to argue.
I feel like these two are together.
All right, good.
Okay, now, Red Death, you said?
Red Death. He's, like, on par with Barry Flash a bit.
You think he's faster than Quicksilver? Or do you think he's faster than Barton?
Oh, yeah. Put him above Bart. And then,
okay, but do you think he's faster than Quicksilver?
No, let's believe Quicksilver.
Okay. Now, the Sonic characters.
Because even if, let's say if someone in the comment section is like, are you
crazy?
Look
up how fast is Sonic.
Hold on, let me just say this.
Yeah.
If someone in the comments is like, are you crazy, blah, blah, Red Death, I understand how iconic Red Death is, but Quicksilver's way more iconic than Red Death. So
100%.
Even if he is faster, he's still above Red Death.
And iconic. Yeah. Quicksilver is on par with Flash.
Because when you think Marvel and Speedster, the only person you're going to think of is Quicksilver. How fast is...
how much is Sonic?
6 million.
Damn. That's fast. Yeah. How fast is Flash? Is it 6 million? I mean, does Flash even have a number? Because, like, does Flash even have a number? Because he could breaking the sound barrier and speed of light and going back in time, Sonic can do. So can Flash. How much is Flash?
8.37 million.
So Sonic's up there.
Sonic's up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Shadow. I think Shadow's faster. Look up Shadow. Shadow is faster than Sonic.
Doesn't have miles. They don't have one for him.
Yeah, same with Cabal, because he's just too fast. And they are also the most iconic speedsters, too. Mm-hmm. So they gotta be... They gotta be here.
Okay.
They gotta be here. And they're definitely faster than Quicksilver.
Okay.
And iconicness, Sonic is the most. I feel like.
Sonic's
do you
very
think?
iconic.
Do you think that Sonic's more iconic than Flash? Really?
Wholehearted.
A numbers basis, I think. So you think when someone's like name like if like, because a lot of people might even know the word Speedster. If you're like, hey, who runs? Like name a character that runs the fastest. I
Someone's
feel like
gonna say Flash.
someone's definitely gonna say Sonic though.
More people are gonna say Flash.
Really?
100%. Even if you went, like, let's say you went like to a third world country where superheroes aren't super like characters aren't really iconic,
Right.
you're gonna get like a Flash. Someone's gonna know the Flash symbol over a fucking Sonic.
Do you think we could look that up? What is the populace of how is Flash or Sonic more famous? You know what I mean?
You get who's faster.
Yeah, but it's more of like who's the most popular.
That's what I looked up. I looked up who's more popular.
Maybe how popular is Flash? Look that up. How, like, because it's gonna give us like issues sold. It's kind of hard to rate though because like let's say like you and me are Flash fans, but I'm also a Sonic fan. So every Flash fan could be a Sonic fan. You know what I mean? I think just because of the video games.
Flash is more powerful. Like Sonic, it's not really fun. Like you gotta think.
Pop culture. I feel like Sonic's got it over Flash.
I don't feel that.
Okay, but here's the thing.
How about we
here's
just
the
ask
thing. The
outside
Flash.
opinions though? Because me and you are just gonna keep going back and forth.
I feel like they're both respectively insanely famous.
Popular.
I know, but I feel like I feel like Sonic's got it just because of the games.
But we gotta ask
Sega and the new movies.
We have to ask two people though, so
Okay,
that way it levels out.
Yeah, 50-50. Unbiased opinion.
Who do you think, like not fast, in terms of popularity, who do you think's more popular, the Flash or Sonic?
Who would people know more?
Who would people know more? Like if you were interviewing people, like who do you like? Think of a speedster off the top of your head, someone who can run fast. Who do you think people would say more, the Flash or Sonic?
I think people would say the Flash.
I agree.
Sonic's more popular.
You personally think Sonic's more popular, but you think other people out there would say the Flash.
But we're going off of sheer iconicness.
That's what he's saying. Like
so
public,
who do you think's more iconic?
But don't think of like your don't put your personal
no personal
opinion.
bias. Who do you think's more iconic? Sonic the Hedgehog or the Flash?
Yeah, it'd probably be the Flash.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's all we wanted to know. Thank you.
Yo, okay. I have a question for we're doing a YouTube video right now, but we have a question. We're kind of at a stalemate, okay? Okay, so completely unbiased opinion, not who you like more. And who is more iconic? Who is the most popular character by, like, if you were asking people on the street interviewing, who is more popular and iconic? The Flash or Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic? You think Sonic? See, that's what I'm thinking because of the Sega and the video games. See, Jashawn called one of his buddies, DeAndre. He said the Flash, and I'm like, I feel like Ryan's gonna say Sonic. Like, now we're at a stalemate again.
Well,
like,
can I tell you what I think? Like,
no, I don't care.
Okay, hang the phone up. Hang it up.
You gotta think, he had his video games. He just had a movie.
Yeah, but you also got to think of the Flash, just the symbol itself. Like people, like if you walked up to Joe Schmo who doesn't play any video games or anything, they're like, "Hey, can you name a character that's fictional that runs really fast?" I feel like more people would be inclined to say the Flash.
True, but I also think Sonic is right there. I think
Sonic is so much better known.
I think too, because a lot of comic book people, like, even though they both got shows, they both got games, they both got movies, like, it's hard. But I think Sonic's got it.
I don't think
we're at a stalemate again. But thank you. I just needed that opinion. Completely unbiased, Sonic. All right, thank you.
Who is more iconic? Who is more well known?
I think it's Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog or the Flash?
Oh, who are you asking?
My roommate. Oh, he said the Flash.
He said the Flash. Okay.
He said Sonic.
Yeah,
I think Sonic's like, because if you don't go to like nerds, Sonic is gonna be more well known.
That's what I think. Nerds 100% are gonna say Flash because like the Speed Force.
Part of the population.
Yeah, Flashpoint Paradox, cool. But if you ask like you said, third world country, some random dude in Africa that fucking
I don't think that. I think if you go outside, because Saga, that's like an American thing.
Like, Sonic's not. That Sonic's Japanese.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and that's the biggest. Come on, Tokyo. That's the biggest popular Sonic animes. Come on. I feel like even if you ask weeaboos, they're gonna pick Sonic.
Yeah.
I think I got you by 1 point. I think it's by 1 by 1. I think it's only 1 point difference.
I just feel like it's still.
I mean, his friend said Flash, so that's another point for you. But I feel like if I call Will or anything, he's gonna say Sonic. I think it's too hard.
Ask Will.
Okay, I'm gonna call Will and see what he says. Okay.
Because this is like a hard thing to.
I'm telling you, it's actually a really good debate.
Hey, me and Kane are filming a YouTube video right now. We just had to ask a quick question for someone's unbiased opinion.
What's up?
So who do you think is more iconic? Like, who do you think people would know more, like, as a character? The Flash or Sonic? Sonic?
That's
okay.
what I'm saying!
Alright, thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you. Bye. Alright, you can have it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're still tied because of that dude's friend, but I'm saying, like, Sonic is just Japan, all of the shows, growing up with his kids.
I wasn't thinking about Japan.
It's like the same thing, Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yo, we just needed an unbiased opinion for the YouTube channel real quick. You mind?
Okay.
Who do you think's a more iconic character? Flash or Sonic?
Like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Flash.
Okay. Thank you.
You say that like it's an immense thing, though. So, like, you like.
I mean, I feel like Sonic's cool and all, but like Sonic.
But like, if you ask a Joe Schmo on the street,
you think people would know Sonic? Because I think
we're at a stalemate right here. We've called like 4 people.
Sonic a little bit because of Sega and shit, but
I think more people
fuck, in my opinion.
will know Flash more than
But
Sonic.
that's biased.
Wait, what'd you say?
He said Sonic is whack as fuck in his opinion.
Oh, like an unbiased opinion. Like, who do you think people would
a Joe Schmo?
Like, if you ask someone, like, hey, name a speedster, do you think they'd go Sonic or they think?
Wait a minute, I'm not a big fan of Flash either, but Flash is the speedster. What are you talking about? It's not even a question.
Okay.
No one, bro. If you think of if someone were to say name a fast iconic character, they're gonna say Flash.
You call your mom, I call my mom. This will be the final it. We're gonna say that we're tied right now. 1 point to whoever we call.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna call my mom. Hopefully she's not asleep yet.
Hello?
Hello. Hi. Sorry to wake you. We're in the middle of a YouTube video and we needed a unbiased opinion on a debate right now for the video. So we're calling each other's moms.
What do you mean?
Sorry. So, in your opinion, that is not like biased or anything, and who is the most iconic character, the Flash or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Well, that's like 2 completely different things. Like
Fair.
Well, if you were gonna ask,
Sonic is like cartoon, and the Flash.
The Flash is cartoon too, Mom.
well, if you were gonna ask like a Joe Schmo out on the street, who do you think they would think in their head? If you're like, name someone fast, do you think they'd say Sonic or do you think they say the Flash?
If it was a child, they say Sonic. If it was an adult, they say Flash.
Ooh, that's fair. But we've called like 5 people and it's been pretty even.
Yeah.
So she said an adult is gonna say Flash because I mean, Mom, you're an adult and you grew up with the Flash more than Sonic. But also Sonic was massive for us our age. That's what I'm saying. People our age.
But even as a child, I would have said the Flash. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
because
gone
you're a big
Sonic.
Flash guy. Me and my brother were Sonic. Like if you ask Tyler, if I call Tyler, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Sonic, of course." But he's also biased. That's why I'm calling Mom. When we call your mom, I think she might say the Flash. But I'm just saying, out of most iconicness, like popularity, who in the world knows more, the Flash or Sonic the Hedgehog? I feel like it's Sonic, and I don't even.
I mean, right now, I would say, most people know Sonic because it blew up. But again, the people my age would know Flash. So
Yeah.
Sonic, unless they have children. If they don't have any children, they probably wouldn't even think about Sonic.
That's what I'm
Fair.
thinking, dude.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. So.
That's why I was saying, like, when you ask someone, like, I would consider, like, I don't consider, like, in my head,
I'm not disagreeing
like
that he is the speedster. The Flash
like
is the speedster.
It's just like, I think of like
even
children.
though I love Quicksilver, it's like, oh, who's the fastest character? The Flash. Like that's the first thing you think of. But at a popularity nowadays, like if there was a numbers, I feel like Sonic's got it. Okay, we're gonna call his mom and see what she says. But thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an age thing.
Okay, love you. Bye.
All right, love you. Good night.
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Hey, for the channel, real quick, I just need an unbiased opinion, real quick.
Okay.
Who do you think's more iconic, like popular? If you were gonna like go up to a random person on the street and be like, name a fast person, do you think more people would say the Flash, or do you think more
Sonic
people would say Sonic?
I feel like more people would say Flash. I don't really know that people would know who Sonic is.
Okay, that's all we needed. Thank you, Mom.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So we're tied again. Hey, who? Yeah, I can hear you. Who's more iconic? What?
Well, I've always liked the. I said I think it's more preference than anything, but I've always liked the Flash. But for me, I knew Sonic way before the Flash.
Ooh, he said he likes the Flash, but he knew Sonic way before. But out of all the people, let's say if you took all the people in the world and asked every single one of them, at the end you counted it up, people are going to say Flash, people are going to say Sonic. Who would have the most votes? The most popular character, like, out of the entire world? Sonic or Flash?
That's still hard to say.
Well, let me say it like this. If you went up to people on the street and you're like, hey, name a fast person, do you think they're more likely to say the Flash or Sonic?
Yeah, person. You're
Okay,
gonna say Flash. Fastest character.
Wait, name a fast character then.
Name a fast fictional character.
Do you think people would say Sonic or Flash?
That's probably the Flash. Okay, cool. That's all we needed. I feel my mom said the same thing of like older people say the Flash, younger would probably say Sonic. Yeah. Okay, that's all we needed for a video. I'll be finished up soon. All right, buddy. Love you. Bye. Hey. I was just about to call you, actually. Funny enough.
I was calling you because of what Mom told me.
Oh, okay. So who do you think? Unbiased, completely unbiased. Who do you think's more iconic?
That entirely depends on the
No. Straight answer. All the people in the world had to vote. Every single, like, billions of people. Who is the most iconic character other than age range? Like, Will said the same thing. We all get it. Older people might say Flash. Younger people say Sonic more. Cool. But who do you think, unbiased opinion, who you like more? Who do you think is the most popular character? Iconicness.
Yeah. Like, if you just said, hey, name a fast character, you think people are going to go like Flash or Sonic?
Which one?
Okay, Jashawn just helped me answer the question. I'd say Flash.
God. All right. Fair enough. All right. All I needed. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Keep in mind, he said himself, his brother loves Sonic, and he probably picked Sonic.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, exactly. All right, I'll give you that. I still think Sonic is just, if there was a full poll, the amount of video gamers, the amount of Japanese anime, all that, I think Sonic's got it, but I'm saying 1 point. Even a 0.5, but I'll give it to you for this. Okay. Both characters are super popular.
We're good with that.
Yeah, we're good. Everything's good. So we'll end it there because it's already gone long enough and we have another fucking video. But thank you guys for watching. Let us know if you enjoy the list. Let us know if you guys agree. Do you think, that's the biggest debate to leave with you guys. Do you think Sonic is more popular, not talking about speed or anything, more popular than Flash? Or do you think Flash is more popular than Sonic? Biggest fucking debate ever. And hey, maybe you want Dash up more. Maybe you want Lightning McQueen up more. Maybe he's S tier or SpongeBob is. Who fucking knows? Maybe A-Train should be in the S tier. We don't know. But it is up to you guys. Let us know if you like our stuff, if you like this content. Thank you for joining us here as one of the inmates here at the asylum. Peace.